1. Unexpected birth. My treasure chest was heavy, and it burned in my hands. There weren't rubies or gold pieces in the cardboard box. The valuables inside were heaps and heaps of paper and pictures, a catalog of a former life, printed out emails, handwritten notes, simple things outwardly, but like Gollum's ring in The Lord of the Rings, they claimed greedy possession of my heart. Not that this obsession captured me every day, or even most days. My life had changed radically from when those tokens had been gathered. I rarely thought about them in my comings and goings, yet when I did encounter them, I was transfixed. They were all that I had left of my first romantic relationship with another girl. More than that, they were all that I had left of a former life. I could lose hours sifting and weighing, reliving and remembering. The box took me back to a time when my life resembled a binary star system, one sun being me and the other being her. In the years since, that life had become as distant as a galaxy. Why did I gaze at it? What promises could that dead system hold out to me? You see, I had been transported to a new reality. I wasn't bearing the impossible weight of being in the center of my universe any longer. I was orbiting a new and better sun. There was warmth and growth here, life I hadn't known before. I had never expected to find in Christianity such vitality, or to experience Jesus as a savior and friend. Yet that was what he was. I found myself deepening my roots of faith and growing on a formerly foreign trellis. But my occasional backward glances, my infrequent trips to the treasure chest, betrayed that my heart was still tied to my old life. It had held such power over me when I was a young adult, and that power still emanated from it when I turned my attention to it. I gave my allegiance to God, yes, but my old life begged for just a little room, just a little box, and I obliged. Until, several years into my Christian faith, I made a new close friend. When she became aware of this box, she gently questioned the wisdom of keeping it. Didn't it only drag me backwards? Didn't it only glorify sin? Even now I feel my chest tighten as I recall her suggestion that I throw it all away. She didn't demand it of me, yet I felt defensive. I also felt her wisdom, the obviousness of the option. So I sat one night, box in my hand, my heart ablaze as I considered these testaments to a life I had lived and loved. Were they death or life for me? In that moment, it was as if I was reliving again my choice between two paths through life. I was choosing all over again in some measure. What would I do? By late high school, in the thick of that old life, I was hardening into my chosen identities. Academic success and love of reading made me think of myself as a budding scholar. Along with that came a firm rejection of Christianity. My limited interactions with Christians left me thinking of faith as intellectually feeble. It was like a sick dog that should be put down. No, worse than that, it was a threat. An old dog can conjure up sentimental attachment. But in my eyes, Christianity was not only stupid, but cruel. I was culturally aware enough to have gotten the impression that Christians hated gay people, hated them through legislation, hated them through signs waved, hated them in jokes exchanged gleefully, hated them sometimes even in brutality. And for me, this them wasn't theoretical. This them was me. I discovered my attraction to women through one relationship in high school. Previous to that, I had had friendships with both sexes, and some romantic and sexual engagement with guys. Those interactions never seemed to live up to what my female friends talked about. I enjoyed friendship with guys, but their bodies seemed awkward in connection with my own. I reasoned that things would improve with greater experience. My household was not religious, and didn't speak of sexual morality, and I assumed that it was good to experiment. After all, we weren't prudes. It was indeed experience that shed more light, but not experience with a male. I fell in love with a girl, and desperately sought to connect with her romantically and sexually. With her, I finally felt what my peers had spoken of with their boyfriends: excitement and longing, fulfillment and joy. When I first noticed this deep desire, I paused to wonder if it was okay. I had a sense that homosexuality, the only word I had in my bank to describe it, was not accepted by most. Yet when I stopped to consider why, I couldn't for the life of me figure it out. Wasn't what I felt for this woman love, the thing that makes life worth living? Wasn't this what all the songs and movies were about? It felt as natural as hunger. I pursued it.